Hello and welcome everybody to yet another video presented by your mentor Vivek. We are continuing with our refresher on PHP. So let's get the ball rolling. Last lesson we wrote the same isset check twice, copy paste. That itch you are feeling, that's the signal. Repeated code becomes a function, and the same instinct scaled all the way up is exactly where MVC and Laravel come from. Today, we connect the basics to the architecture. Let's define a function. Okay. A function is a block of code you can execute as many times as you like. Call it, don't copy it. Type the word function, give it a name, check class, and move the isset logic inside the curly brackets. Now calling check class runs that whole block. Call it twice, call it 10 times. One definition. Let's take a look at scope and return statements. Okay. Now, but there's a catch. Refresh and PHP says $class doesn't exist. Variables created inside a function stay inside. That's scope. The fix is return. The function hands the value back and you catch it. $class equals check class function. Now the variable always exists out here. Same tick everywhere you need it. The function checks, returns, and every part of the page gets a guaranteed value. Let's take a look at parameters. Okay. Now generalize, rename it param exists, and let it check any parameter. Pass the parameter name in, parameter exists, class. Inside $_get uses that argument, one function every URL parameter in WorkshopHub. Add a second parameter. A boolean is number. To pick a numeric default like 1 instead of text. Careful though, once a function takes 2 arguments, every call must pass both. Now let's take a look at MVC Direction. Okay, here's why this lesson matters. That instinct logic living in one reusable named place scaled up becomes MVC, models, views, controllers. In WorkshopHub's future backend, a student model holds the data logic. A class controller decides what happens on each dashboard route. A booking request validates input, and views only display. Laravel is the PHP framework that enforces exactly this structure, and it's what your AI agent will generate. You don't have to write it from scratch. You have to recognize the shape. So functions kill copy-paste. Return moves values out. Parameters make logic universal. And MVC is that same idea at architecture scale. Up next, arrays, loops, and backend boundaries. The last stop in the refresher. Until then, goodbye and peace out.